Hello Libra and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Let's start your reading. So the first card we have is the Ten of Wands. Some kind of a burden you're experiencing, Libra. Let's see what the burden is about. It's feeling really heavy. You're not able to, you know, um, grief. So probably, not probably, you are experiencing some kind of sadness, some kind of grief, some kind of loss. Let me see what this is about. Already your heart is really hurting, Libra. There is a big weight on your heart, so to say, regarding something. You're not able to let something go, though you know that it is over. But at some level, emotionally, maybe physically, the uh, event has already happened. Physically, probably something has left you, or you have moved away from something, somebody, but the grief still lingers on. You are unable to deal with that and figure that out and what you should do. And it's like, time to put it away, because you see, when somebody, as in the case of this card, when somebody moves away or something is over, if you hold on too much to the physical remains of it, it starts rotting, it starts smelling, right? This is what it is trying to tell you, that before things get really really become very, let's say, if before the situation becomes very sickening for you, before you actually fall sick with this, or you kind of, it gets too much for you to bear, it would be a good idea to do the needful and release it. We have the Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So this is talking of a situation, probably which happened really really fast. I think somebody left your life really quickly, and or you left them very suddenly, very quickly. And there has been this, because you felt, or they felt that that was for their best interest, that matters to them. It brings, they are better off, one is better off without the other person. There was one person who was looking out only for themselves in this relationship, and giving that, they moved on. It could be you, or it could have been your partner. And with the Seven of Swords over here, the things are, things are not crystal clear, Libra. There are a lot of, I feel that there are a lot of pending issues with this situation. It is, though it is over, like I said, at the physical level, but at the thought level, at the emotional level, it is not over. You yourself do not want to look at a lot of things, and try and uncover them and discover them, that what is the, what is pending, what is it that I'm carrying, what is it that is unresolved. Though at a physical level we have pentacles here, you feel that it was for your you felt that the time was right, you felt it was the only thing to do to safeguard your interests, but deep down you are avoiding something, Libra. Avoiding looking at a particular aspect to this, avoiding a particular perspective to it, avoiding an all-rounded approach to the situation. So it's not about it's not about who did what. You are seeing the video, you need to also take a look at what is that you're holding back. You're not allowing this to get a final end and a final burial. You're holding on to something, you're not able to release it. That is what you're avoiding looking at. Two of Wands, Strength, and the Four of Cups. Four of Cups here again signifies emotional stagnation, heaviness. So with the Two of Wands, you do know that there is no going back to it. That is very very evident and clear, and it's going to and right now you're mustering and gathering all your energy to deal with this entire situation. But I feel you're mustering and gathering your strength in not looking at it, in not seeing what is hidden, in avoiding something which is easy to avoid, but it does not take you anywhere. It makes you feel unhappy because you're not able to you don't want to process it, though there is an opportunity and an option for you to help you get out of this. But I do not know. Let's see, what is this Four of Cups about. All right, so there is an offer for you with the Devil card and the Hanged Man. So there is something, see, no situation in life is ever completely lost. It's like, it's not that There is no situation in life where anybody feels that they cannot do anything about it. Every situation can be dealt with, but I think you don't want to deal with it because you find it very negative. But with the Hanged Man over here, this reading is telling you that it is this negative perception, or to it is probably your own creation, your own thought process. If the moment you start changing your perspective and looking at the situation from another angle, you will see the whole thing turning around. I think that is an option you do not want to exercise, Libra. That's what I'm getting, right? Because you're too attached to your own perception, you're too attached to your own way of thinking, you're too attached to, knowing that, you did what was the right thing, you did what was the best thing, right? So you need to, take another look at it, free yourself from this thought process, which is, making you, which is keeping you stagnant in that place, right? Emotionally as well as in the thought. So it is not letting you move forward. You need to release that, because that is a very unhealthy approach to, the way you are seeing the situation. You need to let go of it, get a new perspective to it. Maybe somebody talks to you about it, or you probably know about it yourself, but you need to be a little more open-minded to incorporate something new and something fresh new perspective to this, to help you release and help you overcome the grief. The possibility is 100% there, Libra. You just need to exercise it, right? Now this has been, what you have been experiencing so far. Let us take a look at your present. What is the current energies of Libra? What are you experiencing? We'll take this card itself. See, it's broken heart, 3 of Swords. You keep replaying that situation over and over in your head, in your heart, in your mind, Libra. It's like it's constantly going on, and you keep recreating and replaying the unhappiness you experienced in this situation. You keep replaying it, and in a way, it's like very torturous for you, but for like somehow you do keep replaying it in your head, and you keep experiencing that pain for yourself over and over again, right? So let me get a card for this 3 of Swords here. Bittersweet, right? So there is this as the name suggests, it is, some things, there were good moments, there were some unpleasant moments in this entire experience. I think it is more of a relationship that there were, like I said, bittersweet moments here. This card is telling us, but when you think about it, probably you focus more on what made you unhappy, you focus more on what made you sad. So this is, there is a passage of process, and whatever it is, good, bad, ugly in our life, everything needs to be experienced and everything needs to be released, right? The more we hold on to anything, the more it becomes a burden, definitely. And whether it is a good burden, whether it is a bad burden, the burden is a burden. So life is basically all about good and bad experiences, but when we tend to focus on the negative, on what went wrong, then that is going to cause us more heaviness and distress, right? And even the sweet memories, they just keep holding us in that one position, and they don't allow us to experience get new experiences of happiness, new experiences in life, because we are just fixated with this Devil card over here. We are just fixated on one form of happiness, one form of unhappiness, and we prevent ourselves from looking at other things, other new experiences, and that becomes our vibration. We just hold on to that, and we don't grow and we don't learn. We have the High Priestess here, Hermit, and the 8 of Pentacles. So in the current time, Libra, you really need to kind of step back and look inwards. This is not the time to take any action. This is the time to work hard on yourself. This is the time to work hard in secrecy. Basically, you need to, it would be a good idea to, spend time alone and just figure out this entire situation for yourself. Something which you have been avoiding, something which you do not want to release, and you might feel it is hard work, that I do not want to kind of sit there and do this for myself. I'd rather continue being in this energy, but the reading is telling you that it is time that you take that, put that effort for your own well-being, to take a good look inside. What is it that you're avoiding? What is it that you're running away? You really need to focus on that, because you need to patch up. See, whatever it is, Libra, it's fine, people don't get along, it's perfectly fine, people have a fight, it's perfectly fine that we move away or somebody moves away. But the fact is, it should not end on this note and this note and this note. This is not what is healthy. This is not what is going to work for us. This Two of Cups is going to work for us. We need to even part, but part on a good note, to understand why the person came into our life, to understand what they were trying to trigger in us too, because the triggering only happens in unpleasant relationships. What they were trying to teach us, what they were trying to tell us, that yes, with everybody and with every experience, it's going to be bittersweet. It's going to be nice, it's not going to be nice. So yes, don't focus on the only nice things, because you need to learn from the unpleasant ones as well. And then kind of understand that this person came to wake me up to this, and then appreciate it, acknowledge it, and then you will not have this kind of heartache, ill feelings, burden, and etc., with respect to the relationship, because you are the only one who's carrying it right now, and you're the only one who's getting troubled by it. So for your peace of mind, for your health, happiness, and for your learning and your spiritual progress, you need to do that inner work, so that you can patch up with a person. And even if you don't want to patch up, to prepare yourself for a new relationship. This is a card of patching up in essence. But if you're going to carry this burden, the next relationship is also going to be your perspective still continues to remain the same. So probably it will be the same perspective for every relationship. So even if you feel that one is over and you can move on to the other, but if your lens still remains the same, the thread is likely to continue in the forthcoming relationships as well. So yes, you really need to patch up and then move away from them. So this is what it is. If you're not able to see you're learning your lessons with the relationship, the moment you do that, you will be ready to forgive, release, and then move on, and wind this up for good. It's going to bring a new balance in your life, and there is going to be a lot more harmony. There is going to be a lot more balance coming into your life, and you will be able to in retrospect look at your life and see what everything has a purpose, what purpose this served. There's going to be some kind of like I said, a balance and harmony coming within you and within this relationship as well. And it's very, very important for your growth and for you to move forward with this, Libra. So it's basically the cards are telling you that you need to look within, take that little trip within to just see the whole thing very clearly, so that you can patch up with the person and move on. And move on, like in all lifetimes to come, you will keep these lessons with you. What is the future? We have the Ten of Wands. Look, see, I shuffled the deck thrice, I've cut it thrice, and yet your cards are so in sync with each other. Yet your cards are like, coming in perfect alignment, with your reading. So here, this is the message that you need to put an end to. Probably this is a chapter. This is it's a path you have been walking probably for many lifetimes. It is always there, and you need to put an end to this past pattern of yours, and you need to put an end to it for good. And here, this person here is trying to again in this lifetime help you achieve it. Right, so you are being urged that go ahead and learn what you are avoiding learning, so that you can keep this lesson for yourself for lifetimes to come, and understand it and ingrain it in your energy bodies as well. See, we have a victim, so probably you do feel that you were the victim in the relationship. The victim mentality is there in the relationship, right? And I guess that is what you're holding on to. Right, you're not, I mean, you do, and you do need another perspective on this, right? Because these are just labels we put on ourselves, we have put in on ourselves, or maybe somebody does call us that, and we believe it, and then we are fixated on that yes, I am this and I am that. So that is what you need to probably outgrow. You want to not stay confined in those limits which you have put for yourself, or you've allowed somebody to do that, and you stay on with that. You need to break away from this mentality, this kind of a label which probably you are putting on yourself. We have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant. So in the days to come, it would be this with the Queen of Pentacles, it talks of nurturing, it talks of looking after at the physical level, right? Someone very caring, someone very nurturing. So if you do know somebody with those very strong maternal instincts who knows how to look after you, how to and can help you with this, because the Queen of Pentacles is a very practical and wise woman. She knows hands on how to deal with things. So if you do know somebody like that, male or female, but they will emit this energy of Queen of Pentacles, do listen to them, and whatever they suggest, follow it, to the T. Just follow it to the T. Don't, you might get a little confused, should I not? But this person is 100% reliable, Libra. You can bank on them to get you out of this, as long as you just follow through with whatever they are telling you, right? It is going to be a very balanced approach to your situation. It is going to be something which is very doable. It is going to be something which is going to make a lot of sense to you. Just follow it through. We have a double Ten of Swords, so that means your situation in the coming days is bound to get over, Libra. No doubt about it. Just follow this bit. And we have the King of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Three of Cups. All right, with the King of Wands, you will, the moment you release this, the moment you get an understanding of this, the moment you do this little bit of work on yourself, you will see your this is with the masculine energy, that with the male energy coming out in the Wands card, you will be all set to get up, release this, and move forward, because that is the that male energy is outward, it exudes, it moves out, feminine energy moves in, it is more intuitive. The moment you start following this, whatever guidance you get from this lady, you're going to put an end to the pattern, and then you will be able to move on, move away from this Five of Cups to the Three of Cups. You will stop looking back at your past and feeling unhappy. You will get the realization of what happened. There's going to be spiritual growth for you as well. There is going to be a new fiery energy in you, which is going to make you sit up and tell you that all right, the past was the past, now move on to happy times. That is the male energy, that is the King of Wands. You will feel that turnaround happening in your energy. We're looking at this turnaround over here. That is a turnaround you are going to have. You are going to feel optimistic, you are going to feel very, very confident. You will know that I must do these kind of things for myself. Masculine energy is all about doing, and I will stop doing this Five of Cups moping, looking back at the past, feeling unhappy for myself, feeling sad for myself, feeling sad for what I experienced, being a victim of circumstances, being a victim of people. All that is going to get wiped out the moment you start following whatever guidance you're getting, and then you will see that lightness, that that light energy in you, that ability to share, probably with the person or with close people, that happiness will start coming back, that connection with people will start coming back. You will not feel weighed down at all that will disappear, right? Just need to go through with this. I'll get you some more guidance before I wrap up your reading, and if this reading did resonate with you, do give this video a like, right? So what is your guidance, Libra? Yes, see, all what the tarot is saying, it is time to move on. It is time to release yourself from these blocks. It's time, you've been carrying them for way too long, Libra, and there is no reason why the cards, the universe says that you must continue doing so. So it's time to put this burden down for yourself, and it's time to enjoy your life. Focus on your strength. You know what your strengths are. Build up, this with this card. It also tells us to make ourselves strong through physical exercise. It tells us to make ourselves strong with good food. It also tells us to develop mental strength, spiritual strength, as well as emotional strength. You yourself would know, Libra, out of these three, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, thought, five, which is that one strength which helps you get out of all of these things. Try to use that. If that is not working, then it is time to build up the others. If you always are emotionally very strong, you also need to be physically strong. If you're mentally very strong, emotionally weak, you need to build up that emotional muscle. See what is weak and build that up as well, and whatever is strong right now, use that a little more to help you come out of this. Anything else which we can tell, Libra? I don't think so, Libra. Okay, here we've got one more card. It says see the other person's point of view, and I think that was something which we had seen in the middle of our reading with the Two of Cups over here. This person came into your life to wake you up to something, to make you realize something. So please acknowledge their role in your life and try to see what they have been wanting you to see for your spiritual growth, for your own journey, to clear your karma, to get your understanding, to move on to relationships where you don't repeat these kind of patterns. Acknowledge and honor the person who's come into your life, who's also been part of this experience, gone through something like that, because it's never that one person is happy and the other person is happy. It never works like that. Everybody is unhappy when they know the situation is unhappy. So it's a good idea to acknowledge them for all what they have taught you. It might have been a very, very unpleasant experience, but nonetheless, they also went through it to make you realize something. So acknowledge that, and then you'll be able to release this process a lot faster. So with that, I'll wrap up your reading, Libra. Thank you for watching.